Hello traders, thank you so much for being here. This is Ala Peters, founder and creator of Alpha Wave Trader Method. Today is December 16th and in this webinar I will be presenting to you what Alpha Wave Trader Method all about. But the most exciting part of the webinar will be answering your questions. I'm incredibly excited to answer your questions, so pretty please prepare the instrument and time frame of your choice, and I look forward answering and analyzing what I think where instrument is going and what's happening next with the move. So let's start, shall we? Very critical that you spend time reading United States government required disclaimers. It is essential to remember the risks involved in trading. And remember that past performance does not guarantee any future results. So, what makes Alpha Wave Trader Method so different? I use no software whatsoever, no indicators. We have students and graduates trading on multiple platforms that I never even heard of. Any platforms that has price, Alpha Wave Trader Method can be used on. From MT4, Sierra Charts, MetaStock, TradeStation, Ninja Trader, Infinity, any platform available, because every platform has price. No indicators of any kind, simply price action for entry and Fibonacci for exits. So why in the world am I not using any indicators? I had used them in the past. I've been through the trading jungles that I never wish on anyone else. I bought anything and everything possible. I used everything possible. I've done the same rock and roll dance as 99.9% of the traders had done. So what conclusion have I come to after blowing through a fortune spending on indicators and on the rest of software? I recognized after studying pure price action that every single indicator is lagging, that each and every indicator that used in the market, used and developed from all of my work with various developers, after certain mathematical formula is applied, trying to catch what price did after the fact. So therefore, there are indicators that work on certain time frames and on certain instruments, but there is not an indicator in this world that works on every instrument and every time frame. Price and Fibonacci does. Once you learn how the price moves, you can trade any instrument at any time frame. So here's an example of the most popular indicator on the planet, moving average. Moving average is awesome and amazing if you're using moving average in very strong trending market. What is the problem? When market goes into consolidation and ranging markets, which happens 80% of the time. When market is flying and trending and you're entering upon moving average crossover, even though you're entering pretty late, but typical newbie trader doesn't recognize that, because when you back test indicators, it shows perfect entries like here. But ouch, oh no, by the time you enter long, you're supposed to go short and vice versa. Here you get lucky, because even if you enter late, you catch a little bit of a trend. But again, strong trending markets happen only 20% of the time. So this is an image from one of the students who's been a trader for over 20 years. He came to me and he said, okay, I'm done. I know nothing about the markets and I've been in the markets forever. So I said, okay, let me see your charts. Private mentoring student. And I looked and I said, no wonder. Where did the price go? Can you see the price? Each and every indicator blocking poor price, pure the alphabet of the market. Stochastic crossovers, volumes, errors, they look so cute, so flashy, sort of charming. But do they work in real market conditions? And what at the end of the day does the trader know who uses indicators? It creates dependency and it doesn't give you any knowledge of the markets whatsoever. Therefore, indicators work sometimes, but never consistently and constantly on every instrument and every time frame. When you're trading pure price action, you trade with clarity. You have no unnecessary variables. When you come to the markets and you see what S&P had been doing today, this is my guiding light. This is what we analyzed to answer a couple of questions that have been posted already. Very, very clearly that this morning S&P staged rally pre-market. This is where we came when S&P was ending its rally, and therefore I said, I simply respect what price is telling me. I ain't touching no long. Good to those who trade alpha wave trader method that there were 3 very powerful bullish trades that went on forever. Problem is trades set up before 9:30 EST. What has the market done then? Given us bearish correction ending at the most critical level in the market structure, decision point 1, showing incredibly clearly that it's only bearish correction. So here's the trades we had taken in the room. This is a trade on 8 range. This is where trade had ended at reversal zone. And here is a trade I had taken in the room that went on outside of trading room hours. I had taken on 5 range, which remains my favorite time frame on S&P. I get these questions all the time. What is your average per day? If you're a conservative trader and you came to the markets this morning, you would not be trading the short structure. That's what we teach in the course. You would walk away taking 0 trades because it is incredibly clearly based on alpha wave trader rules. This is the powerful trend. George, this is to answer your question. And only super duper aggressive traders trading against it. This is very critical to recognize. Each and every trade I had taken today in the markets was pretty darn aggressive. I simply respecting what the price is telling me. And if I'm in a trading room during those hours, I take aggressive trades. Those alpha wave trader students and graduates who know the method would not babysit this fluff, as frankly it was excruciating. So again, number 1 goal, preservation of capital. Trader who sets daily goal and comes to the market and market stuck in correction, which exactly what it was today, is only a prudent trader. Trader who takes 0 trades because based on the conservative method, there was no need to take any. Rally started overnight. Incredibly powerful structure. Trading counter trend is aggressive trading. Much, much better to walk away from computer. Play golf, walk a dog, swim in Cabo San Lucas, and don't trade at all. That's a mantra in alpha wave trader method. If market give you flappuccino, please go get cappuccino. It's that simple. So as you could see, Fibonacci remains my most critical level. This is from our newsletter. All the levels had been projected since first week in October. I spelled out since first week in October where all these levels will be that are posted on my blog, that are posted throughout the Facebook social media. And this is exactly where S&P had collapsed from. This is December 13th, so pay attention to what I'm trying to show you here. All right? If you come to the markets and this is reversal zone and markets are here, I say, guys, I may be a little strange at times, but I know better not to acquire long position anywhere near this level. Guess what happens? In the afternoon, market stages very powerful collapse. During trading room hours, it was completely frozen and comatose market conditions because we knew at any point collapse will be staged. And that's exactly what happened. What I'm trying to tell you, respect what market is telling you. Don't force the trades. If there is a corrective fluff, which is a whole lot coming up in the next 2 weeks in December, that's why I'm traveling far and away, because I know better not to be tortured. It is simply very, very critical to respect what price is telling you. So take a look here. That ends. That was a dance on December 12th. This is to those of you who are determined to pull trades out of the market when there isn't any. This was a fascinating danger zone dance. So again, reminding you, if I am in a trading room, I say it's super duper aggressive trading. There is no power here. If you're trading power, power starts here. This is your first target, this is your second, this is your third. You do not acquire trend position at these levels. Is that clear? Respect what price is telling you. And if price tells you it's flopachino time, the only wise thing to do is walk away from computer. So Fibonacci is what gives all my levels such incredible precision. This is absolutely phenomenal sequence that's found in everything that surrounds us. In nature. When you look in the mirror, in flowers, waves dance, and in price. Each and every instrument has exact same sequence. And this is a formula. Exact same formula that you see on price, you will find in everything that surrounds us. That's why everything has such a perfect symmetry. And that is exactly why I trade only Fibonacci numbers. On S&P I start with the smallest, 5. I would never touch 5 on oil. The smallest number on oil I trade is 8. The numbers we trade in the trading room and teach in our education group course are range charts 5, 8, 13, and 21. Once you learn the method and you have large account size, big as a range chart, big as a target, big as a stops. And if you decide to trade weekly, monthly, you better have drastically bigger account size because you have to respect the rules for risk management and never spend more than 2% risk per day. That's what's very, very critical to recognize. So there we go. This is basic principle and this is what you learn in Alpha Wave Trader course, and this is all I trade each and every day. Very simple formula. So when I get multiple questions, are you trading Elliott Wave? God is my witness. When I developed my method, I had no idea Elliott Wave existed. And then after I was developing and working on everything that I created, I started searching and tried to find that there had to be someone that saw what I see. And I found somewhat resemblance, and I have a lot of students in the course who came from Elliott Wave background. And what the students are telling me, and Danny is the course educator, and Danny came from Elliott Wave background, and feel free to contact him, as we have an open forum with our students and our educators and our graduates. It resembles incredibly simple Elliott wave. There is no XYZ, there is nothing subjective. It is very, very precise. And this is how price moves. What you see in front of you is major trend structure. Therefore, when you learn 4 critical rules in the course, you learn to catch the inception of the trend wave 1. You are staying out when market is in wave 2 and wave 4, which are corrective waves, which is exactly what happened on S&P. S&P was in corrective mode. Knowledgeable alpha wave trader student that's been in at least alpha wave trader 1 class would not trade S&P because logic has to apply. Counter trend trading is pretty aggressive trading. Enjoy powerful rallies. Stay out of the corrective fluff. Get a hobby, get a dog. Do something when market's stuck in correction. Enjoy powerful rallies. That's simple. Precise, simple, and clear. Nothing subjective, nothing complicated. Just took me almost 20 years to get there with making it that simple. So here's the classic structure of the major trend. 5-wave structure. What good happens if you entering ouch, wave 4, ouch, wave 2? Nothing good happens. And nothing good happens if you entering in reversal area. So take a look what's been happening on oil monthly. This is a trade we had taken in Alpha Wave Trader Club, which is our graduate course where we discussed various large time frames. Bullish trend had reached the exhaustion, showing us incredibly clearly that bullish trend is minor. The moment 4 rules were met, we had taken the short. And why in the world had oil been so choppy and so floppy? Because bearish trend remains major on monthly charts. Oil is heading further south, but currently it will dance here for some time. For position trading, it's completely meaningless fluff. It's a corrective wave. That's all there is. So position trader would not be acquiring any long positions here. Position trader is staying short on monthly chart, but it certainly does not apply to our day trading room. In day trading room, we're taking long, short because it's much smaller time frame. And when price reaches reversal zone, you simply monitor for reversal trades. And this is where it gets interesting and very, very important. When market goes into small ranging structure, which is exactly what market has tendency to do during holiday time, very, very important to recognize that. S&P is drastically more susceptible to very dangerous market conditions than oil. But it is very important to respect what oil is telling you. So take a look on what was happening on oil on Thursday and Friday. Is this important or what? Very, very critical to recognize what not to acquire trend position at. And if market gives you such major fluff, isn't this only wiser to get a hobby or take a dog for a walk? And isn't it only prudent to monitor for 4 critical rules you learn to acquire a reversal position? And when we came today to the room, I said, this is gonna be major fluff because that's the most critical component you learn in the course. Very powerful rally staged on oil well before market open, and this is where the fluff had started as expected. very, very fluffy. There was not much for oil to do because bullish trend had found major obstacle as expected. That's all there is. It really not complicates it. Doesn't matter what time frame, doesn't matter what instrument. So there we go. Trending markets drastically more common on low liquidity instruments. For example, oil or gold or pound yen, yen futures. Very drastically sharp volatility, or DAX, as one of our most courageous women graduates trade in overnight market. You can listen to audio testimonies and you can speak to the graduates. DAX speaks to Catherine. All the kudos to her. I'm not that courageous of a trader. Oil is a little puppy compared to DAX. And Catherine been trading only for a year and a half. And she trades DAX in overnight markets because she works full time. And John C. trades gold, day trades. I don't look on gold. I used to. Gold trades and gold fields are very, very poor. Gold is less liquid than oil. That's why in the trading room I demonstrate the method on S&P and oil, because these two instruments complement each other highly. And wave 3 always and forever remains the most powerful wave in the market structure. So if you're a knowledgeable trader, you're catching the inception of the trend, wave 1, inception of the trend, wave 3, and you're staying out of the corrective fluff. Simple. No need to make it complicated. If you can count till 5, you can learn the method. Here is short wave to the downside. Ouch! Nothing good happens if you don't respect the rule. Don't acquire position on the end of wave 3. And when trader thinks he trades such a powerful bearish trend, and all of a sudden, ouch, nothing good happens. That's all there is. Here it is. Here is euro dollar. Very, very classic structure. Very powerful, very pure, and very clear. Enjoy the ride. Wave 1, wave 3. Stay out of 4 and 2. Chappy, floppy, poor liquidity, oil. Not unusual, completely expected. You have to recognize the fact that formations on oil can be shifted by very, very few contracts, which is not something that can be done on S&P. And that's exactly why we encourage newbie traders not to trade oil, because the volatility can be incredibly sharp, and the importance of recognizing that is very, very critical. You must have skills to deliver and to perform if you are trading oil. Google could not be more clear and more classic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Precise and clear. And here is a collapse when 5 is formed. So there we go, very simple two concepts, pure price for entry and Fibonacci for exits. No software, no indicators, any market and any time frame. Again, in the group setting, everything we teach on range charts, because I found that range charts are the easiest charts to learn on. Initially, when I started the website, I was trading minute charts, and I found that it requires a bit of an experience to understand minute charts. Range charts, 10% of the students learn in the first class. 80% learn within a couple of weeks. Rules are simple 4. So there we go, pure price action defines waves, defines termination of the waves, and forms Fibonacci price waves, giving you high probability entries, high probability targets, and showing areas of inherent danger, meaning reversal areas, which is exactly what Apple had done on monthly chart. So if you're a position trader and you're trading Apple, you would be long from 50. And this is where dance had started on Apple. Decision point 2, second target, chop, 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 6 months, major dents. And this is where surprises are starting. If you are trading Apple, acquiring long at these levels, nothing good happens. Not at all. And where has short collapse ended? Where has it found a support? How predictable can trading be? That's all there is. Know when to stay out. Do not acquire trend position at reversal zone. Formula remains the same. It doesn't matter if it's S&P 8 range. This is where a trade had ended. It doesn't matter if it's Apple monthly. It doesn't matter if it's oil at 8 range. Monitor for reversal. Don't acquire a position anywhere near this level. Respect what price is telling you. Do not take an entry unless 4 rules are met. In Alpha Wave Trader community, we have 3 rooms. Live trading room where I demonstrate the method. Education room is entirely separate. Classes and education are Monday, Wednesday afternoon, and entire day on Friday, because I don't believe in trading on Fridays. If you take a course, you observe in live trading room for 8 weeks before you go to the classes. Once you graduate the course, you join the Graduates Club, which is Alpha Wave Traders Club, where you have still access to all the Friday classes and where I analyze each and every trade I take. In trading room, I trade oil and S&P. In education course, you have access to all online materials, wave classes on Fridays, daily live trading, and all the classroom instructions. So there we go. When you come to the trading room, if you're looking for flashy and exciting indicators, you're not going to see much of anything. This is all you will ever see. This is all I ever need, or Danny, who will be covering for me while I am gone in a trading room. This tells you power, this tells you reversal, this tells you when to stay out. That's all there is. No need to make it complicated. This is pretty much the book of the markets. I already highlighted the daily support levels and everything we analyze before we take a trade. I pay attention to 1-hour chart for our day trading charts, which are range charts. So in the course, you learn how to trade pure price action, how to pinpoint exact entries, stops, and targets, how to take profits using correct Fibonacci application. Therefore, you develop skills, practice skills, and trade with clarity. This was the cutest compliment I've ever received. One of the graduates named the course Indicator Detox Course. This is from Steve S., one of the very first graduates. Alpha Wave Trader Method is brainware, not the software. So if you trade pure price action, you trade with independence, confidence, clarity, and freedom. If you play by 4 rules and you exercise patience and discipline. So this is all I have about Alpha Wave Trader Method. I look forward to answering your questions. So please prepare the instrument and time frame of your choice, and I look forward to analyzing it for you. I see the question about JCP, bringing up JCP. What I would like to do is the following. I would love to concentrate on futures, then stocks, and then Forex. Yes, Greg, we already looked on S&P monthly. I'm sorry, here's S&P monthly. We've been looking on S&P daily and weekly. S&P monthly, based on Alpha Wave Trader Method, you would belong from 1000 area. This would have been monthly level. This is your first target, the most critical target in the market structure, decision point 1, where S&P had struggled for about 4 months. And here S&P is not that far off from a second target, 1837 and a quarter. Second question, DAX 60 minute. So let me just bring up any other requests, guys, so I can set up the charts, please. I have no idea what beta daily means. On every platform, it's a different question. Rich, when you say E-mini, every single future is E-mini. S&P is E-mini. I don't pull up yearly chart. I don't look on yearly chart. Ninja does not have that capability. Alright, so let's go to DAX. Let's go to DAX. Okay, it would be so much better if you just post, are you looking for pound? What is 6B? Pound? Every platform has different abbreviation. Pound future? Please let me know. 60 hourly, absolutely fair. Yes, James, as I spelled out very, very clearly, if gold has price, the answer is yes. Method applies to any instrument and any time frame. What you're witnessing currently on DAX 60 minutes is exact same thing that we've been witnessing on S&P. DAX had done major bearish correction. And this is where DAX had ended its dance this morning, reminding you how critical and essential to respect where the end of the minor trend is. This is your long, this is your first target on 1 hour chart. Yes, Rich, we've been looking on a mini S&P multiple times already. We've been reviewing 1 hour chart multiple times. That's what ES is. This is in front of you, S&P 1 hour. It is a mini S&P 1 hour. Very, very important to recognize that. Next question, 6B pound. Every single future is a mini. 6B coming up. What time frame on 6B? 6B gold daily. Absolutely. Pound 60 minutes. So 6B is pound 60 minutes coming up. All right. Let's go to pound. Pound is heading south, 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 but it doesn't have very far to go. I'm gonna give you a heads up. What we're witnessing currently on pound is something very, very critical and very important. Right now, what is the smartest thing you can do on pound is stay out. Frankly, this is where pound is heading to on 1 hour chart. But you're already seeing major corrective chop. That is a problem. You do not want to trade pound under these conditions. That's exactly what you learn in the course, James. Those critical 4 rules. That's why it took me many years to develop those very simple rules. So my policy on pound right now, I would not be touching pound anywhere here. It's major chop, it's major struggle. I would be monitoring for very powerful 4 rules for reversal at decision point 1. That is pound 1 hour. Next question, gold daily. Remind me, trying to see if I have gold ready. Gold is February contract, correct? This is exactly the same thing you're finding on S&P that you will see on pound. Very, very critical. You know where this level is, what not to enter into. Alright, speaking of the devils, since structure pulled up 1 hour chart, I want to show you what happened today on gold 1 hour. As expected, when price comes to the reversal zone, and where is price dancing currently? This is how precise the levels are. That's simple. So what would I be monitoring for on gold currently? Here's my projections to the downside on gold. Gold is heading much lower south. I will show you where my favorite buying point on gold will be in just a second. There it is. It's right here in front of you. This is a level where you want to monitor for buying opportunity. I would not be touching short on gold right now. Gold could chop, chop, chop. Currently, gold only met one rule for the short entry. I am much more excited about reaction on the gold at this level. This is where I'll be looking to buy, buy, buy. Do not acquire shorts anywhere near here. Expect very powerful bullish reversals. And now I'm going to gold daily. It's the same pattern. It's alpha wave trader pattern. Very, very critical for rules. Alright, so there is a reason why we experience such major chop on gold. Here, this is where gold is on daily chart. No, James, we don't care about the news, so please review my blog. Yeah, we witness this on oil all the time. There's so many times, as in the previous few weeks, you're seeing that very powerful bullish news, and I would be shorting things, and vice versa, because technicals will always override the news. The most powerful thing about technicals when they cooperate with the news, as you could see on the YouTube channel, and perhaps I could spend a couple of minutes finding that live trade video from oil news. So this is what's happening on gold right now. That's why there is such major chop. This is what happened when gold daily reached decision point 1, reminding you this is the end of the minor trend. This is a level you never want to enter short into. This is where this powerful push to the upside happened, and it's completely expected. In Alpha Wave Trader course you learn you want to acquire short at this area, never anywhere near here. Then you want to take short here. And to acquire trend position here, that's what happened. Is that clear? That's where gold is now. It's a major fluff. And I spelled out to you on hourly levels where I will be looking to buy. On daily levels, there is no buy point yet. Monitor the hourly. That is very, very critical. Next questions. Yes, we have graduates who trade gold. I will show you an email. Hold on. One of our most amazing, and he's actually available to speak to. He is genius though. He has amazing options brain, which is not something I have, frankly. And Nicholas trades. This is what he trades. Let me enlarge his email. Let me put it in a Word document so you can see. And those are the kind of stories we're hearing continuously. This is the email he sent. Again, I don't teach no options. I simply teach my method. I don't teach 34 range. He is using it. He likes larger time frames. If you're trading 34, you need to have a nice account size. And that's what Nicholas does. What was next question? And I can show you multiple other emails, but here currently I'm to answer your questions. 6C is what time frame, George? $60. All right, coming up. Any other questions, traders? Please let me know. Yes, so I will be in a trading room for the next 3 days. Then I'm leaving on vacation. We're still running a holiday special where you can start any Monday in January. So in the meantime, let me bring up 60, 1 hour coming up. There was a couple of questions on stocks, correct? I respect the news for volatility, but do not ever trade based on the news. That's the worst thing the trader can do. Absolutely the worst. Alright, so let's recap a couple of things that happened on 6E today. So let's take a look and see what happened. This is a precision of alpha wave trader method. That's why it's very, very critical not to recognize the greed. What do you see had happened when price reached decision point 1? Hour 1, hour 2, hour 3, 4, 5, 6. Price was struggling to decide. Shall the trend pick up the steam and fly further up? Key is to never ever 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 acquire a long position anywhere near this level. Key is to trade from here. This is your first target. This is the most critical level in the market structure that's always present because it is the end of the minor trend. Simple. You're acquiring long position only outside of this level or way before. If we come to the room and price is dancing at this level, I'm only taking shorts. I would never take longs. And this is where I monitor for reversals. So if you don't know the method, you don't know where this level is, nothing good happens. This is what happens when trader thinks, I am riding very powerful choo-choo bullish train. Ouch! What just happened? Reversal and collapses can be very, very powerful. So if market dancing at these levels and I don't have a short formation, I'll simply stay out. Very, very critical to recognize that. One of the most critical and powerful components in successful trading is when to respect the price and stay out. This reversal was completely expected, but I expect it to be temporary. Let me give you projections on 6E 1 hour, shall we? I expect this bullish fluff to finish, and I expect the collapse on Euro to continue. And where will this collapse continue to? Once it will get through few of the obstacles that you learn in the course, the price will head to 37.22. This is where I will be monitoring for major trend reversals, because this is very classic and very clean, powerful bearish structure. So this is the very, very first area knowledgeable traders should be looking for long positions. Until then, absolutely nothing powerful is happening here when it comes to powerful bullish moves. This is the very first area. If 4 rules are met, simply acquire long. Based on the current structure, Euro will blast through this level and Euro will continue further down to 3700 and 3666. That's what price is showing me currently. That simple and that clear. ZB. Bond traders, admire you for your patience if you're trading bonds. Well, once you spend so many years doing this, it becomes very clear and very obvious. It's not complicated. What contract is on ZB? It's not December, correct? This does not look normal. What contract do I need on ZB? I believe February, is that correct? That's right. Very good. Okay, let me bring up ZB. No, I just love what I do. And my amazing students and graduates make it so worthwhile. We have ridiculous, amazing amount of fun. I can answer the question about stock. Sure, ask me about stock. Absolutely. I had one question about stock, which I will go to next. Pulling up ZB. You had a very nice opportunity to buy ZB a couple of hours ago. Let me show you why. Alright. Based on the day trading method, you had a pretty lovely long trade. This is pretty impressive bullish formation. Very impressive bullish formation. This is very, very critical signs of powerful bullish reversals. If you're trading, day trading this method, you definitely had a lovely few long trades today. It's not wise and prudent to trade on Fridays. I have too many friends who are market makers. I know better. When I was developing and studying trading, I couldn't understand. Friday is like a woman who takes shots of Jack Daniels in combination with Prozac. Do you want to hang out with that woman? Then you want to trade on Fridays. That's definitely not my thing. I don't think so. No, I like calm and peaceful markets. We devote Friday to education, not to trading volatile and powerful nonsense days, as Friday is very well known for. Most professional traders never trade on Fridays. If you know the method, if you know the rules, you trade only Monday through Thursday, 3 hours per day max. What stocks would you like me to take a look at? I'm trying to pull up the very initial first request. The very initial first request. What was the request on what stock, please? S indicate AVP. Guys, it has to be major stocks. I do not trade stocks. So if that's a major stocks, I will pull it up. Again, it has to be a major stock. That's a regular. If you ask me Apple, Google, GE, I have that. Here's the average stock data. BITA, I don't see on the list. Baidu, yes. Big, BIB, yes. But not BITA. CSCO coming up. We definitely have Cisco. Where are you, Cisco? There you are. What time frame, please? 6A, absolutely. One of my most favorite graduates is Mr. Brisbane Puma. Neil is amazing. I love Australia. I spent last New Year's in Australia. Highly recommend. Put it on a bucket list. Okay, Aussie, you want to look on future? Okay, 2 more questions. Future 6A coming up. Very, very clear in front of you, Jose. The end of the correction is here, as spelled out. Monitor for reversals. Don't do anything. Right now, all our short targets had been reached. I showed you the short trades we had taken in the room. Multiple short trades reached the end of the bearish correction. There is nothing else is here. Respects that market at the most critical support level, setting up for a powerful bounce or major chop, major flop. There is nothing here right now. If this level is broken, overnight formation, next level is here. But the key right now, respect what price is telling you. Short correction is tired. Nothing is happening here. Nada, zero, zilch. If we're gonna get a weak bullish corrective fluff, price will blast through this level, next level 1776.50, 1773 and further down. Currently, stay out and monitor for the rules. 4 rules are met, take a trade. Currently, there are none whatsoever. Alright, so let me just go back to the stock traders and 6As, shall we? Let's go 6A, let's wrap up futures. My pleasure. We actually have amazing student currently, Jose from Colombia, South America. Can you believe that? Today I was saying how phenomenal. One of our graduates was Syrian fighter. And currently we have a student in Colombia, South America. How small is the world? His name is Jose. 6A, what time frame, George? 1 hour? George, this is to answer your question because that's excruciating looking on 6A. So I want to address what I mentioned to you earlier in the phone call, alright? Very, very important to respect that. And very, very important as a trader not to create a daily quota. Pay attention to how dangerous this was. This is what we call in the course danger zone dance. Ouch. Yes, you had very pretty, lovely long trades, but nothing very powerful. But you are seeing how critical the reversal zone is. This is currently on this 1 hour chart as a bearish correction. Price will revisit very, very close to the danger zone. At least it will go all the way to 88.80. I don't know. It's my pleasure. WM, but what is RBOB? No idea. OCN, but I promised to go to stocks. What was the stock we pulled up? I love answering your questions, guys. Seriously. And here's my contact info. I love speaking with you. I love answering your emails. Absolutely. What was the question on stock? Pulling up the stock. I don't have any stocks. Oh, CSCO. What time frame on CSCO? Monthly. Excellent. Let's go to CSCO monthly. CSCO is heading south, 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 but at any moment it's gonna go on corrective pullback. So this is what I will show you and share with you on CSCO. What I would be doing right now, waiting for a pullback and short it. Totally. So this is what CSCO is finding right now. CSCO monthly coming very, very close to decision point 1, which is the end of the minor bearish trend, correct? CSCO, this is what CSCO will do next. I will need to see how weak the fluff is. Fluff, 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 a little bit of a fluff. Something like that. And then collapse. And that's what you want to catch. That's what I expect CSCO to do. Yes, I speak many languages, but I'm based in beautiful United States of America, the best country on the planet. And very, very proud to be American citizen and to live here. Tony, that's what you learn in the course. And that's what took me many, many years to develop. Any other questions, please? Again, education course is ongoing. Everybody who is signing up currently during Christmas time gets an extra week. This week we are not anymore. I stopped day trading stocks in 2008. I was trading oil, I was trading coal, and I was trading everything from forex, stocks to futures to options. And then I said, no, I need to figure out what I want to zero into, because I was just addicted to trading. Any other questions about any other instruments? Please let me know. Anything else I didn't look at? OCN. OCN. Let's pull up OCN. I will take a couple more questions, and I believe we've been here long enough. So OCN is coming up. OCN is heading south, 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 but currently it's giving us a bullish correction. Alright, so let's recap, because it is such a classic structure. Sometimes I wonder how come the world does not see it. What you're seeing on OCN monthly is exactly the same thing that would happen on OC dollar. OCN is a little bit further ahead. OCN had found support after minor trend had reached this level. The end of the minor trend, the most critical level in the market structure. And this is what price is doing right now. The same thing I said to you about OCN. Bullish power is a bit more powerful, so this is what I expect the price will do. Price will go here. Here, you are seeing it already finding support at decision point 2, and potentially revisit the reversal zone, and then collapse will be incredibly powerful. Very powerful. That's what the price is telling me currently. Yes, Tony. Absolutely. As we know, so many graduates do. You can use it on anything that has price. Any other questions? My pleasure, Greg. Очень приятно. No, I don't work with timing. Absolutely not. All the levels drawn are very, very far in advance. Very, very far in advance. I do not work with timing. Frankly, I wish I could. Speaking of the devil, I'm looking on oil daily. This is where oil daily is finding reversal. I'm not telling you the minute it will happen. If you're trading range charts, it happens within the minutes. If you're trading daily or monthly or weekly, there is only God can tell you when it will happen. The course is 8 weeks. 10% of the students learn everything on the first class. 80% of the students learn everything. It's not Monday, November 18th. That's the old data. The next class started today, and then the new class, we're doing more education during Christmas week. Any other questions? Please let me know. So again, you have to identify what works for you and your psychological comfort. You can identify whatever stock works for you. You can use whatever range chart you like, and that's appropriate for you. 5, 8, 13, 21, 34, 55. Identify what's appropriate for your account size and your psychological comfort. We start from scratch every Monday. In the trading room, we use range charts and hourly charts. In private mentoring, we concentrate on the instrument of your choice, and you have access to all the group education and one-on-one private mentoring. Private mentoring is very different part of the course. It's in addition to all the group sessions, you meet one-on-one either with me or Danny. Yes, Tony, absolutely. You have to identify what's appropriate for you and your account size. But I trade only Fibonacci numbers. 5, 8, 13, 21, 34, 55. USD index. Let's look on USD index. I actually think I only looked at it ever once or twice in my life. What is the symbol on Ninja, please? I trade on Ninja Trader. 100% everybody finishes the course when they sign up. I use only this chart, James. Only this chart. This is what I use. This is a chart. This is all you see. This is what we use in group education. This is a trading chart and 1 hour is a guiding chart. Only those two things. We also in the wave classes on Friday analyze much larger time frame. So if you want to speak with the graduates, feel free to call or send me an email with your info. I send it to students and whoever wants to get in touch with you will get in touch with you. But do respect their time because they're only students. We don't have Salesforce. It's an open forum. And you can also listen to audio testimonies on the website. So guys, if this is all, there is no other questions. I don't hear what the abbreviation for USD index. If you would tell me what that's on Ninja, we've gone way over an hour. I thank you so much for your time. Always available for your questions and your comments. Do remember that December is the most challenging time to trade. December is the best time to take a long vacation, to study or to walk away from the screen. My pleasure, Jessica. My pleasure, everybody. Thank you so much for being here and feel free to call me or contact me at any time. My pleasure, Andre. My pleasure, James. Jean, thanks. Thank you, James. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Richard. My joy and pleasure being here with you. Thank you, Karam. Thank you, traders. Always open any questions and any emails. Feel free to call me or to email me. I'm gone as of this Friday. Danny will be in trading room. I am back on January 6th. Thank you. Have a beautiful holiday and a happy new year.